Hello everybody, my name is Tommy the Keyblade Master and this is my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a rant on the latest Nintendo Direct that came out a few days ago. First, let's get on to the biggest piece of news and the one I'm most excited about, Majora's Mask being remade. If you own a 3DS and haven't played Ocarina of Time 3DS, go out and get it. I don't care if you own it for the original N64, if you have it downloaded on the Wii. This is a must-have. Just the way Nintendo redid that game is fantastic. For once, they gave it a lot smoother animation. The game just feels smoother. They also redid all the characters. Some of the more grotesque characters from Ocarina of Time look a lot better. They still look like the same character, just a lot prettier. And, the use of the touchscreen for your items just makes the game a lot easier to play and control. I love it. I kind of hope they make an HD version of it for the Wii U just so people can experience it at home rather than trying to dump an N64 version on it. But that's just me. It's a really great remake, and now they're doing the same with Majora's Mask. If you haven't played Majora's Mask, it's a really great game, but it's definitely the most different game out of the Zelda franchise. More different in some ways than Zelda 2. Basically, it's Groundhog's Day for Zelda. You end up repeating this 3-day cycle over and over and over again. And basically, you're trapped in a world that's going to end in 3 days. And Link has to save it. And to do that, you have to complete all these quests. And all these quests mainly have to go around with death. It's a fairly dark game. So, since the moon's going to be falling, a lot of people are, preparing to die, and Link's gotta find a way to help them prepare, get rid of their last regrets or whatever. And it's always interesting to see how all these different characters react to dying. And, they're also on a schedule too. Certain people will be at certain places for you to help them on their quest. Basically, after you complete a quest, though, you'll usually get a mask which will help you complete the dungeons, and it's the masks in the dungeons that you're after. Because once you get all the masks from the dungeon, you are able to call upon these giants that help save the world from the moon. So that's basically the gist. And judging from the trailer, it just looks fantastic. All the sprites again have been reworked. They look really great. The environments look really great, and I just can't get over how freaky that moon is. I was never really terrified of the N64 moon. It kind of looked goofy to me. And, as Matt Pat said in the Game Theory episode, just the speed that it's traveling and its size, it would not destroy the world. Chances are it would probably not even destroy the Clock Tower. So I never was really scared of that silly moon until I saw that Nintendo Direct and what they did with the remake. They're giving the thing lips. You can see gums. It just has a lot more terrifying face as it starts to come down and approach. And you definitely don't want that thing near you. So I can't wait to play it just to see the game in action. Looks really great. Definitely worth buying for the 3DS. Now on to the next bit. Mario Kart 8 is getting DLC. Now, normally a lot of people shirk DLC. I usually do. But the way Nintendo is doing DLC is something I approve of. DLC should be there to expand your original game experience. That means the game company sells you a complete game in the first place and then releases DLC from time to time to keep you playing it if you like the game that much to want to be purchasing the add-ons. It should not be that I get half the game and then I have to buy the other half in really expensive amounts for small content. And we see that a lot in the games nowadays, and it's a real big turnoff. Nintendo's not doing that, and I'm glad. Mario Kart 8 contains enough stuff to be a legitimate Mario Kart on its own. It contains the usual 30 tracks. You have the 4 cups that are new, and then the 4 classic cups like we've been getting. Anyways, this new DLC will give us another cup. That's 4 more tracks, plus a whole bunch of new racers. And you'll also get a new character. You'll be able to race as Link. And one of the new tracks will be a Hyrule themed track, in which you'll collect rupees to race. I can't wait to play it. And Nintendo's also, I think, making it fairly affordable. I don't remember the prices, but I wasn't sticker shocked by them for what we're getting. My only complaint about it is it's on the Wii U and it's over a gig. Not a problem if it was on my PS3, in which I have like a 700 gig hard drive on it. Big problem on the Wii U with only a 30 gig hard drive on it, and that's kind of a pain. And before people go, well, you can always purchase external hard drives for it, I should mention I'm not a Nintendo gamer. I am not a casual gamer. I'm a hardcore old school gamer. That means I got about several consoles plugged in. I really don't want to use another electrical outlet for my Wii U because it already uses two. One to charge and one for the Wii U itself. I don't want to have to put another one to do the hard drive. So chances are I'm going to download it, and when I'm not feeling like playing Mario Kart 8, delete the DLC and re-download it when I'm in the mood for a game of Mario Kart. That to me seems to be the best option here, until Nintendo at least decides to find a way to expand the Wii U memory. Nintendo, you really need to release at least 100 gig console if you're going to do digital stuff. It's your Achilles heel, I think, of this generation, next to the expensive tablet controller, which I still haven't figured a use for. But anyways, good job on the DLC. It's worth getting, I think. It looks fun. I can't wait again to play that Hyrule track. Finally, let's get to one of the things that made me want to rant. Super Smash Bros. Is bringing the Duck Hunt dog to the table. Personally, I'm excited for that because guess who's going to be my new tutorial dummy? Yeah, a lot of us older gamers have really wanted to beat the crap out of that dog since 1985, and we're finally getting our chance at it. So let's get that grinning, giggling bastard. That said, they're also going to hype it up by releasing Duck Hunt onto the Virtual Console. Finally, they're going to use Wii Remote. And there's a lot of older gamers, I should say, getting really pumped about this. Now, here's how you can tell an old school gamer from an older gamer. The older gamers are all pumping themselves up about it because Duck Hunt's finally going to be hitting the Virtual Console. Old school gamers aren't going to be as excited, and that includes me, and I'll tell you why. Duck Hunt's a charming game. It does have some old school charms. It is not a bad game, but it's not exactly a terribly exciting game or long lasting. It's really 5 to 10 minute novelty unless you got a whole bunch of friends over who are drunk. Other than that, it's not really exciting. You shoot 2 ducks, that's it, 2 targets at a time, and that's all. Now that you're using a Wii Remote, you're going to need a pointer, so that's really going to take out a lot of the challenge, I do believe. I want to play it just to see if Nintendo changes anything to make it more fun. You know, like I said, it was the older gamers who were scoffing at Link's target practice for the Wii when the Wii Zapper was released rather than Duck Hunt. I was like, no, this is a lot bigger, a lot more fun, and a lot more variety game based more on newer light gun games. Duck Hunt would last about 10 minutes, and that's it. So, yeah, for those who are all excited about Duck Hunt, it's not that great a game. It's only 10 minutes long, and it won't really last. I might get it because I kind of want to review it, and that's the only way I can. Because my computer is a flat monitor, and one of the ironies of gaming is that newer games look like crap on CRTs, and older games look a little bit crappy on flat screens. And the light gun games are now unplayable because the way the light gun registered the shot doesn't work on the flat screen. So, you know, the only way you're going to play it now is if they go and redo it this way. Still, like I said, Duck Hunt's not terribly exciting for me. That said, there are other light gun games I want to try and hope come out for the console. One of them's a game that I hope gets imported by Konami called Mad City, which had a really great shooting stage. Although I haven't played this game, or at least the Japanese version of this game, I am unfortunately going to be reviewing the American version soon. Famicom version, I hear, is one of the best games made for that system. The American version is a steaming pile.